Hi guys, so I'm back again with another Vlogmas Webtoon Artist Rambles video. What? Webtoon Artist Vlogmas. Today I'm going to be talking about creating a webtoon or drawing a webtoon when you can't draw. I personally don't feel like I can draw. I've been told, and I received comments where people were like, oh, I guess we're no longer using talent anymore to create webtoons, and it's like, ow. I know I can't draw. Other people have told me that I can't draw. And the reason why I say I can't draw is if you ask me to draw a bicycle off the top of my head, I'm going to be like, what? So I use 3D models. I use reference 3D models. I take photos of myself and I will trace over my hand shape. I cannot draw. But that does not mean that we cannot still make a comic. Just because I don't know how to draw a hand off the top of my head does not mean that I still can't make comics. I totally can. I mean, it's not like I'm breaking the law. It's like, oh, you must know how to make comics. You must know how to make comics. You must know how to do anatomy and perspective perfectly off the top of your head in 5 seconds flat. Or if you make that comic, you're getting fined. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You don't have to worry about that. Even though in my head, it's like, oh my God, if I don't know all this stuff, I'm getting in trouble. It's fine. I've been able to avoid the trouble so far, and I've done that with 3D models and photos of myself in reference photos and tracing over stuff. And I've noticed that one of my fears that I had with using reference was because like, oh, I'll never get better. Actually, it does help. It's like mind muscle memory. I did want to mention though, where I find a lot of 3D assets for that I can use in Clip Studio Paint is using Turbo Squid. And I make sure I select like the OBJ format. I can't remember what other format Clip Studio Paint is okay with, but I do know it's OBJ. So Turbo Squid has a lot of like free background assets that you can use if you don't have the monies for that. And then of course, Clip Studio Paint in general, they have their own library of free 3D background assets as well that you can just like input into the program and get like all those different camera angles, which is what I use for my comic. I use both stuff that I find on Turbo Squid and I use what I find on right here, Clip Studio Paint's asset thing. I click the free corporate. They have a lot. When you click like the little corporate tag, it has a lot of really cool backgrounds as well, so I totally recommend you guys try those out. But back to my little ramble about how to make a webtoon when you can't draw. For me, how I make a webtoon, because I can't draw, I use 3D backgrounds and 3D models and reference and photos of myself. So, and also just like, I guess like to backtrack what I was saying, I noticed that the more I trace over these different 3D models and whatnot, it kind of helps me to get familiar with certain poses, like how I do letters. When I was learning like my alphabet, I can't talk. I would trace over each letter, and like even right now, I'm trying to learn different languages and the different letters within those languages, and to help me learn that, I have to trace over those letters, and that kind of brings like a mind muscle memory. You know what? Before I continue with that, this is actually a really great program to use Home Design 3D if you want to create backgrounds on your tablet. I have a video about that. And also, if you don't have Clip Studio Paint, you can also use a Magic Model Poser. What? You can Magic Poser, that's what you can use. You can also use Magic Poser, which has a lot of it has the same thing as Clip Studio Paint does with the 3D models. So if you don't have Clip Studio Paint, don't worry. You can use Home Design 3D to create your backgrounds for free. They have a free version of the app and a paid one, of course. And you can use Magic Poser for free. Here are some of the backgrounds that you can create with Home Design 3D, which is literally just an interior design app that you can use for creating backgrounds. So back to what I was saying, it helps. It helped me at least. So even if you can't draw, it's okay. I can't either. Use these assets. Trace over 3D models. Trace over photos of yourself if you like. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's what I do. And I've created my webtoons. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope this helped, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.